Hey everybody, I hope that you're doing well. It's hard to believe that we're a little over a month away from our camp season. It's clear that the excitement and anticipation for the movement camp is at an all-time high. And I cannot wait to come together with you guys and experience all that the Lord has made available. Now over the next few weeks, I'm going to be releasing a few of these little bootleg videos to try to help us hit our camp experience with full momentum. And so I want to convey a few thoughts through the next few weeks on how to initiate, experience, and steward this movement that the Lord has sovereignly brought us into. And today I want to focus on a couple of words that have been a focal point in my prayer life over the course of the last few weeks as I've prayed for camp. The first word is identify. It's my prayer that in moments of worship, during the preaching of the word, during responses in the altars, that our students in the crowd will be keenly sensitive to the movement of the Holy Spirit and be able to clearly identify when the presence of God enters the room. I think it's imperative that we move to a spot in this movement where we don't need someone else to say, hey, the Lord is here, but that we are tuned in to the point that we can say for ourselves, surely the presence of the Lord is here. And then the next word is spontaneity or spontaneous. And the hope is, the dream is that students, you will grab reins of the services because you identify that the King has entered the room, and then you spontaneously, without prompting, without being told what to do, spontaneously respond appropriately to our magnificent King coming to move among us. And I believe this will manifest in worship as you guys take the reins of worship and you propel us in worship. I believe it'll happen in response to the word. It's my prayer that even in the middle of sermon, students, you will sense the drawing of the Holy Spirit and you'll get out of your seat and you'll run to the altars before the altar call is ever given. And then in altar ministry, that you will be able to identify the flow of what God's trying to do and respond spontaneously and appropriately. I think this is imperative for any movement. The word movement implies that there's this constant flow and you have to be able to move with the flow. And I think once you get home, the lessons learned in worship and in altars at camp on how to identify and spontaneously respond will be of huge benefit as you go home and you start being able to identify the subtle nudge of the Holy Spirit and then to respond to that nudge spontaneously in the moment. I believe, students, there's so much in you. I believe you're capable of hearing God and responding in an appropriate, spontaneous way. I love you. I cannot wait for this summer.